own, it opens between notes. Hannah Silver. Between a space, a sudden action. Let's call it an indication sinkhole, a grammar lurker, the shuffle conceit, a kind of pre-follicle infrastructure, binding agent, moats, lasso. Where do you stand on branded versus own brand product these days?
Branded versus own brand products these days. Well, we take beans like you take livestock, mayonnaise, cream of mushroom, flesh caved around iron, call it PR, call it Lucky 5, Lucky 7. Is it catsup or ketchup? This memory's myopic. What a mixed pickle, it's a grieve thixotropic. You strained, food caught in cuticles, drunk, steaming. You strained, caught food in cuticles, drunk, steaming. Everyday sailor consomme, come see me and consume me. It's stretching limbs of beef broth sent toward you. The back rooms of Heinzopedia, the rice flakes of a brow skin. We're steeping the right sauce for a 58th variation. Can I find you between the skin of a bean and the bean of a bean?
The skin of a bean and the bean of a bean is the heart of bean. And every skin, the skin of a skin. Pork and tomato, pork no tomato, tomato no pork. Microwave is to food what television is to language. Television is to food what microwave is to language. Accelerated nutrition, far-sighted, wood varnish on roast chicken, a little greeting. Would varnish on roast chicken, a little greeting in the correct lighting constitute hospitality. With fresh cucumber pickle, with Spanish queen olives, stuffed Spanish olives, ripe olives, pure Spanish olive oil, studded food, strained, stuffed heart, stuffed with evaporated horseradish. Every heart is a bean. Every heart, a skin, has a heart skin.
Every heart's askin has a heart skin. A reverie of having been soup skin, hard skin, gherkins, sweet or sour, dill pickles strewed across bed sheets. When we asked for mock turtle soup, we didn't expect you to spit fire at it through pickled onion breath, like, dude, it's just soup. Do we match the chili sauce heat? Tell us, are we cutting the prepared mustard of our stage? Tell us, we are cutting the prepared mustard of our stage, but mincing words like minced meat, screaming of asparagus, of celery, of green pea, of oyster, of tomato soup. That caters for 5 of 57, right? Our language is microwave, tastes teeming of malt vinegar and the anchovies of Worcestershire sauce. Oh, Henry J. Hines, spare a second.
Sure. So Horse-own Ridge, Hines. Paris seconded pretenders. We can do good. We can do. We can do, canned good. Should a proper prepper invest in tinned or dried goods? Line-rigged cans make a nifty alarm. Something to aim for. Something to aim towards. New pastimes. Cans, a wall, a stone. Pastime, scans, narwhal astonishment, unspecified barley, somewhere between clam chowder and scotch broth. No. The hidden 58th. When it hits the pan, soup holds part of its cylindrical shape against the odds, against gravity and slow heat, a gelatinous reminder.
Oh, heat, just take us. Read India, relish Sanskrit, or at least your lack of understanding of Sanskrit. Wonder, apathetic, smell the tin melting back to its soup, but don't kid me, bean, yourself kid. Not all soup soothes the throat. Wonder, apathetic, distill a memory. One door, a puff, a tick, instill a meme, or perhaps a good gumbo. Sandwiches spread like legs, the innate nudity of noodle soup. Christ, there's arse inferred even in peanut or apple butter, but there's just no way to make breakfast sweet sexy. Spaghetti on shirt, macaroni on shirt, pepper sauce, like paint, strip off after distilled white vinegar.
Like paint, strip off after distilled white vinegar, this turn to death. 3 memento mori following a death preserver motif. Skull with canned figgy pudding. Femur with canned plum pud. With date, dated. We, for day's day, did now sift the tinned goods. Never talk ill of others in case you leave the baby monitor on. No such risk with a string can telephone. Ciao, ciao. Both parties put the effort in to speak in this. Active, like a poem, nothing overheard.
Active like a poem, no thing overhead to hang a mistake. No risk, no beef, stakes low. Hit up our sauce for cider, vinegar posh with tarragon, tomato juice relief for our hangover, legs pure jelly. Inside the 57, blown up to vegetable soup debris, between that space a sudden onion. Between a space, sudden action. It's branded versus own brand products these days, and you strained, caught food in cuticles, drunk, steaming, the skin of a bean and the bean of the Would I varnish roast chicken to give a little greeting? Every heart's asking. Has a hard skin? Tell us, are we cutting the prepared mustard of our stage?
Shit sauce, hey Henry J. Hines. Pair of second pastimes, cans, a wall, a stone. Slow heat, a gelatinous reminder. Wonder apophatic. This still a memory, like paint stripping off after distilled white vinegar. We for days are dated, active, like a poem, nothing overheard. And between the space, a sudden action.
Wow.